I have no life. I'm on an org. I have 18k earned and 60k plus PR. I could probably become a tier 1 pro. Yo, what is up, boys? It's Jayth. Welcome back to another episode of Road to Tier 1 Pro. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over a super stacked Scrim game that we played, and we actually won it. And I'm going to be talking about things like first surge, second surge, rotations, playing endgame, low ground, and just kind of go through what was in my head, IGLing this Scrim win. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. So we started by landing at Dinky Dish in this top area. I'm going to put this in ×4 and just show you guys our loot paths. So me and Crackly hit the slurp truck. I went up to gas station. I then went to loot weather. Crackly looted Spire. And then he went to Orchard. Dawn looted the dish. He got max metal. And then he met Crackly at Orchard as well. I'm going to loot weather really quick. I'm going to get my max metal at the dish. And that was pretty much our path. Now our loot was absolutely stacked. We were max shields, harpoon, like pad, chilling really hard. So let's take a look at the zone here. This is a really good zone for us. And we're basically going to try and get surge off of the players that are coming from like Steamy, Cami Split, and maybe Corny. So anyone that's coming on Zayd Hill, and also Craggy if they decide to go and take this path from Craggy up to the bridge. Let me put it in gameplay. You know, I'm going to use the car as always, and I'm going to put wheels on it and make sure it has good gas. And we find this team. We're going to try to get surge on them. We do end up blowing up the car. And now we're going to sit here and try to get tags. As you guys can see, there's 93 people up. So this game is very stacked. It's, you know, almost felt like it was an FNCS finals lobby. Obviously, the players aren't as good as the FNCS final lobby, but these players are still, like, they're still good players, right? These aren't top tier pros, but they can play the game. Everyone knows what they're doing. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get a little bit of surge off of the Craggy team that just rotated in. And right now I know that I have good enough tags to where we can reset, go get a new car since that team emotionally broke mine, and then focus on getting into a good spot for next zone. We're going to use our extra splashes. I'm going to cap all my mats. Now we're 5-5-5, and now we can go zone. And I'm just going to, you know, avoid that hill because there was players on Zayd Hill before. I kind of sit on that hill for a second, wait for zone to reveal. And now that zone does reveal, I realize that we want to get somewhere on this mountain, somewhere center, and then we can just build up all of our surge. So we actually steal this launch pad, and then I'm just going to base on this. And from here, we're just gonna, you know, maximize how much surge we're getting, and yeah. So we actually catch out this team rotating. We're able to get some really good tags on them. I'm pretty sure Crackly or Dawn, yeah, they absolutely fried one of them, or two of them. So now our surge is even better. I'm gonna refarm my brick so that I'm cap mats going into next rotate. Bring the car here just in case we need it, and boom. So we're 300 above basically, which is definitely not bad, but we're still gonna look for a lot more so that we don't have to worry about surge later. There's 91 up right now, so I'm gonna expand in metal. The servers are really laggy, and just make sure that we have enough space. They go for a pre-edit play, but you know, it was pretty obvious that was gonna happen, and now we're just gonna group up and keep expanding. Virus makes a mistake by dropping on one of our walls. Pretty sure Crackly is the one that gets a clean shot right here. So that's a good tag to keep him off and force him to heal. So Crackly actually didn't see that Dawn left this box, and he was looking through his cone, and Jaro just comes from behind him and is able to kill him. Luckily, Dawn hits a nice shot from that side wall. And then I'm going to get a flank on this other wall that we own. And I'm going to be able to take out Jaro. And then Katsui runs away. We're just going to play the bodies and try to reboot Crackly. And we're not going to waste any more time trying to fight him. It's more important to just get our teammate up. We also don't hesitate to use a pad at all. We're just going to, send it to Craggy because, like I said, the most important thing is to get him up. And funny enough here, because there was 91 first surge, some teams did not know how to play around the surge. And these guys are actually dying to surge right here. And they're going to pad after us towards Craggy, even though they're dying out the air to surge. So they're literally chasing us and dying to surge. Which was kind of funny to see. But we're going to reboot him, and we're going to run straight back to the loot that we have here from this fight. That way Crackly can get stacked on mats and grab these minis, grab these pumps, and the ARs, everything he needs. And we're pretty much right back in the game, and we even have some pretty good surge here. Our mats weren't capped, so we decided not to take a car. Instead, we could just take this path, going up here, and farm all this brick and wood, get cap mats, and I'm aware of this terrain, so I knew that getting into zone, which is right where my camera is, was not going to be too hard with these trees, or these old builds. So Don's going to lead us in. Crackly actually gets a beam on this guy. We realize he's alone, so we just get him server focused. He's going to die, and we're going to be able to loot the body, upgrade to a spaz, get a harpoon, so everything's good. From this point on, we pull a good half zone here. Don's going to lead us in, gets us nice and elevated, which is what you want to do during half if you can. And we're going to be able to get a lot of surge tags on these guys, because they have to come right to us. We can also get some good triple sprays, and basically we just want to make sure that when it comes to moving surge, we're not going to get ticked, because that would be an issue. So half zone actually pulls far for us, and luckily enough we have a pad, so we're going to use that, and we're just going to play our mats out because we had just gotten a refresh, so our mats are pretty good here. I'm going to hit the pad, we're going to dive under height so that we don't get beamed. I'm going to land relatively safe and just be able to full tarp in hard mats. They cap me out, so I'm able to go for the whole first moving without needing any more. And then, at this point, once we've gone into half, it's important that you go all the way through to the edge of zone, just in case zone plays far. Then that way you are able to have a quick rotate to next. So we actually do hit this dead side rotate here. On this right side, you can tell that it's dead side because there's no one on this right side of me. I realize it's pretty congested here, so I'm going to drop down and change layers, find a better layer here, and now they can look for better refreshes. And also we can play low ground if it plays far, which is something that I love to do, and you guys have seen me do that so many times. If zone plays far here, then I can be the first team and take low ground. Crackly and Dawn are in the back looking for refreshes at this point, and they do find some mats for us, which is important. And now we're just waiting for zone. Zone does play far, so we're gonna try to take low ground, but I did not do a good enough job of getting us ahead. And we're also running low on builds, so I think I've got like 170 wood to my name. Basically at this point it's just shotguns out and you stay together, you play with the mats that you have, so I'm using whatever I can just to get us in. And luckily we piece control this team, get a good shot on them. I'm going to run through here, take the wall, edit it, we get this refresh, which will carry us through for another zone now. Fabled Taco, 100 pump to the body. We're just going to get back to Dawn and play this low ground. We let that guy go. And the reason we do that is because we can get kills as a team, like right here. There's players with no mats on low ground. Boom. From this point, drop that guy down, 160, okay. From this point, we're just going to play, as low as we can, using the builds that we have. But zone is playing up, so we're going to have to, force our way either into zone to claim, or just in their box. That's usually what happens when zone plays up and you're on low ground. Dawn does a really good job of claiming builds while we heal. He even has a drop down here, but we missed the opportunity. And this is when we're going to make the play to just get in their box. 156, dead. They're going to be able to find the kill on this guy. We're going to fully expand. And now that there's just one player in the back of our tarp and one guy on height, this is a pretty free scrim win for us. When it is a 3v1, obviously you do not want to let it go to heal. You just want to spray up and fight him. Because chances are, you know, he's not going to be able to kill all three of you unless you make some horrible mistake. I thought this was a really good example of a scrim, especially because of how stacked it was. There was a 93 player first surge, which is pretty rare in scrims, I feel like. And I feel like we played this really well. You know, executed the end game perfectly, the mid game, the early game, everything. So I hope you guys were able to learn something from this game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.